Hello and welcome to the channel, Flesh to the Father. This is a very important video I'm going to be doing today because it's something that's just come to me the last few days. And it's something I've been thinking about for a while, about religion and spirituality and finding the truth and returning to the true Father. And on screen, this is the final part that I created just to prove, or it's proof of why I've come to this conclusion. And I'll put it on the screen right now. And as you can see, I've realized that when it comes to life, if I do a video on religions and maybe discussing what's right, what's wrong, I get loads of people coming in with views compared to my subscribers. I know there's none, but compared to my subscriber count, and I get loads of comments on, oh, you're right, you're wrong. If I do videos on helping people with depression and all this stuff, no one cares. You know, the last video I did was, have we abandoned our youth, or do our youth have any hope? And you get no views, no traffic. And I'm thinking, where are all these religious people who come onto my videos to argue about religion when I'm talking about let's go and help our youth overcome depression and suicides and self-harm? Nobody's got any ideas, nobody's got any views. And I sort of get it. Look, I understand it, but you're caught in the ego world. And I've had to do a clickbait thing because now I know if I do this video saying I'm converting to Islam, all the religious people are going to come on and there's going to be a massive debate about why Islam is true and yes, you made the right choice, and why Christianity is false, and all the religious people will be arguing like a bunch of dummies. And what you need to understand is the true Father, our true spiritual Father, is way above and beyond your stupid religious ideas. And I don't mean it disrespectfully, but I have to be strong with my language because it's gone too far. Our world is a mess. And you'd think the religious people would be the ones bringing wisdom, bringing unity, bringing love, helping heal situations. But they're making it worse. Just look at Israel-Palestine. All you see on Twitter, online, on the news is arguing, oh, the Jews are evil, oh, Hamas are evil. But you're supposed to be of love, and all these young people who are feeling depressed because the world's a mess, and you'd think that they could look to the religious people for some solace, but they look to the religious people and they're probably the most disgusting people you can find. Like the horrific stuff you see, the murder, the destruction, the hatred, the lack of forgiveness, the lack of love. Honestly, you should be ashamed of yourself if you're religious. And trust me, I know the true Father, and he has nothing to do with you, nothing to do with your religions. It is totally, totally demonic. And you have no spiritual wisdom. You're just dogmatic believers. And when you're dogmatic believers, that's part of the mind and the flesh and the ego, which belongs to this world, whereas the spirit belongs to our Father. And if you're obsessed with religion, I already tell that you're still blind and you need to return to the Father. So this is a calling out. I think when you go online, YouTube, all religious people do is just arguing with each other. Come and join my religion. Come and join my religion. But it's egotistical. How about we set all that stuff aside and come and do as I do. Return to the true Father. Forget about the religious crap. And let's go out and serve the brokenhearted. As Jesus said, okay? Everybody loves Jesus. Or you'll at least learn. He said, go out and feed my sheep. He said to Peter or Paul, I can't remember, whoever it was. He says, do you love me? He says, yes. Go out and feed my sheep. So go out and love, heal the brokenhearted. We're supposed to be, if you truly believe in God, because I know you all believe in God, but it's just not the true Father. But if you want to be of service, you serve the Father by going healing the brokenhearted, being a peacemaker, not by causing more division and strife. And let's just imagine the power if every church, synagogue and mosque in this country, let's just say you say, let's take 5 years, let's stop going to church and reading our Bibles and Qurans and Torahs and praying and all the pointless traditions you do. Why not just say, let's go out and heal the brokenhearted. Let's put all that money that we're paying our priests and our imams, and we're all investing in new mosques and new churches, all that stuff, invest everything in going out and loving people. You imagine we'd have heaven on earth within those 5 years. But obviously, I understand that that doesn't serve your egos. Because you live by the ego, It doesn't serve your ego. You want to be part of a group and say, my team are better than your team. You don't want to return to the spirit, unite, and go out and heal and love one another, and love your enemy. Realize that the Jews and the Muslims may vehemently hate each other, but guess what? In the spirit, we're made in the image of God, and that is a spirit. And in the spirit, there's no Muslims, there's no Jews, as Jesus says, there's no Gentiles, there's no Jews, there's no Christians. It's all a load of egotistical nonsense. And egotistical is not thinking, oh, I'm the man. Egotistical is your physical identity in this world. But guess what? We all know our bodies go back to the dirt, but our spirit, which belongs to God, is non-denominational, just like our Father. He doesn't have a denomination. He's way above that. So that's the point of my video. Obviously, you understand I am not joining Islam. I'm not converting to Islam. I've never belonged to a religion in the first place. I belong to the Father. And for an analogy, for any religious people wanting me to join their religion, or any man or woman of God to join their religion, it would be like me when I used to play football, or soccer for you Americans. It'd be like me playing for my Sunday pub team back in the day, asking Cristiano Ronaldo to join. I'd be like, Cristiano, do you want to join my football team? He'd go, with all due respect, why am I going to want to lower myself all the way down to your rubbish football team? I'd be like, you know what, you're right. So when religious people want men or women of God to join your religion, it's like, why am I going to go all the way down there? I've returned to the Father. Why am I? It'd be like asking Jesus, hey, Jesus, do you want to convert to Islam? Jesus would be like, say what? Bro, I'll have a relationship with the Father. Why don't I go to stupid religion? And any religion, not just Islam, Judaism, Christianity, it's all made up stuff. Christ had the truth. All the spiritual masters have the truth, but religion has corrupted it, become man-made. We've made God in our image rather than being made in the image of God, the Spirit, and then bringing that into the world. So you need to flip the script, yeah? Make yourself in the image of God, the Father, through spiritual work. Watch my videos and you'll understand. Not that I have the knowledge, but I've learned from the spiritual masters. And the Father is at the top, and put the spiritual masters there, and then the men and women of God there, and then the people there. And as I was a person, once you born again spiritually, you rise up to a man or woman of God, and the spiritual masters are above, and then God is at the top. So I'm the go-between between man and the spiritual masters, and then the spiritual masters is how I learn how to connect to the Father. Okay, so I'm not putting myself on some special pedestal. I'm just a man of God, and all of us have the ability, once we are born again spiritually and we do the spiritual work, as I see many, many men and women becoming, we are the men and women of God. And then we are hopefully getting the true message of the Father out, rather than stupid religious ones, which make no sense. Okay, so that's the message of my video. Comment below, not religious arguments. Let's see if we get some comments. How can we heal the brokenhearted? Are you going to actually live by example? Or are you just going to spend your time wasting serving religion, which is not serving the Father, it's serving the world? Okay, usual stuff. Subscribe if you like it. Unsubscribe if you're a brainwashed religious person. And God bless everyone. Peace out.